Hey everybody, Mr.Nightspyder here, and this is going to be my final review of the PX24s from Turtle Beach. I've used it a little over a month and a half, so I do have definitely got some thoughts on it for you. But I'm going to go over I'm going to give you guys some of the features and all that good stuff, and then give you my final word on it. For starters, this is going to be the amplifier that it comes with. Let's see if I get that powered on. So first, when you use the amplifier, there is a power button right here. You turn that on, and you see it's kind of lighting up, doing a product check. Okay. On the side here, let's see if I can zoom in. You have a way, if you put it down at the bottom, you could use it for PC or your phone. Leave it in the middle for your PS4, or on the top one for your Xbox One. I've used this primarily on a PS4. My wife used it on her phone a couple times, and I guess she had good results, so that's good. So here you have, this would be the master volume control, and then you'd use this dial to turn the volume up, or in some cases turning this dial is going to be on and off. And then you would have your virtual surround settings. So this is going to be basically your 5.1 surround sound built into the headphone and the headset, I mean. I'd like to note that even if you do not have this amplifier plugged into the headset, you still will get the software, or the firmware is good enough with between the PlayStation and the headset that you will still get the 5.1 surround sound experience. The audio quality is still going to be very crisp. It's just that it won't be as, I would say, cinematic as far as the bass and all that other stuff goes. This option here is going to allow you to hear your own voice and what you sound like. So when you're doing maybe a microphone check, or you want to see how you sound when you're doing a commentary, anything like that, and you can hear yourself and make sure it sounds good to you. This last one right here is going to be the super bass. All you got to do is the same thing, just roll it up and then it's on. And that's going to, obviously, it sounds like exactly what it says, super bass. So you're going to get those real loud bangs and booms and all that good stuff going on there. So pretty straightforward. You just push the button, switch in between, and then the dial to increase the volume or turn it on and off, depending on what you want to do. You have your superhuman hearing. So what that does is it takes the overall sound of what you're doing or what you're listening to, and you can hear, like, you know, the idea behind it is you hear footsteps a lot louder, so you can hear where your enemies are coming from when you're unable to see it. However, this kind of like increases the overall sound and makes it a lot more beefy. So works very well. And then you have mute for the microphone, and then that's basically it. The only thing I like to add is this whole concept of the amplifier works very well. The only drawback is if you are trying to do a let's play, or you're trying to do a game review and you want to use the amplifier on it, it makes the audio so intense and so loud that it totally just overwhelms your voice. You will not be able to hear voice, no matter how high you turn on the microphone. Your voice is going to be very hard to hear. So I recommend using the amplifier if you're playing like some competitive shooters like Call of Duty, Battlefield, Destiny, what have you. That way you can hear a lot more of what's going around in the area when you can't see it. You can hear enemies coming behind you. You can hear those footsteps. You can hear the bullets whooshing by your head. However, if you are trying to do like productive critiquing, commentary, let's play, this amplifier just totally drowns out your voice. So yeah, that's something to keep in mind. So if you plan on doing the streaming or online gaming, as far as Twitch or YouTube, this may not be the best option to have these features on when you're playing. Be mindful of that. But I would like to add, just the same, the virtual surround sound will work. I've noticed a lot of, even when I don't have the amp plugged in and I have just the 3.5 millimeter plugged into the controller, The sound quality is still great on the headphone because of the quality of the speakers in here. I still get great sound, and I still get my virtual surround sound in here. And you can see here I've used about a month, still in great shape, still cushy. This part fits over my ear perfectly. I have a really fat noggin, so I really have to like stretch these to the max. But the only time I feel a little irritated with these is if it's like really hot and it starts getting like a little kind of itchy from the sweat and this material. That doesn't work too well. But overall, if the temperature is not too hot, I could play for a good 2 hours, 2-3 hours, not have any problems. And I actually don't have time to play longer than that, so I couldn't tell you. These have a nice little like a tilt here, so it conforms to your ear a lot more comfortably. And the same thing here. The microphone itself, this is a great quality microphone. It's like this, I don't know what material it is used on the microphone, but it's very maneuverable, and it stays the way you want it to stay. And it just doesn't really, see, it's shaking there and it doesn't move. So the quality of this microphone is great. I remember the first couple times I played with this, I actually had to mess with my settings in my PS4 because my buddies are like, your voice is just so crispy and it's and loud that it's overwhelming everything they have to say. So I actually had to tweak with my mic volume and get it turned down a few notches. But overall, great product. Great product. I would definitely recommend this. If you're into that hardcore gaming scene and you're competitive, you can't go wrong with this and the amplifier. If you are a Twitch streamer or a YouTube streamer, I would recommend not using the amplifier with this. Do not use this because the sound quality, it will drown out your voice. Because I don't know how that all works, but when you get all the audio files and video files compressed onto that stream, for some reason your voice does not come out as well as I'd hope. If you guys out there know a way to make it so that's not the case, and I can use the amplifier and get all the benefits from here while doing a stream and not lose the quality of my audio sound, feel free to let me know in the comments. Share your experiences. Maybe it's something I haven't figured out yet. But just the same, overall, I'd have to definitely give this a 4 out of 5 stars. It's not perfect, but for that reason alone, regarding using the amplifier and the audio, but I do recommend it. It's great sound quality. It's comfortable. You have great microphone quality on there, and overall, great product. So this is the Nightspyder Collector. I'm Mr.Nightspyder, and this has been my review of the Turtle Beach PX24s. You can use it on your Xbox One, mobile phone, PC, and PS4, of course. And one more thing I'd like to add, I forgot to mention, there is an adapter you can buy. I didn't get to test this on my PC, that would plug into here, and it would give all the separate ports that you would need for your sound card for the rear 2 channels, the front 2 channels, the center channel, and the bass. So it is a separate piece. Unfortunately, I didn't get to try it. They didn't sell it where I was at. And then this bad boy, last but not least, has a 30-hour charge, and it charges via micro USB from your PlayStation. So yeah, and that should cover it all. Have a great one, guys. Peace. Hope you liked the review. Media assault. That was just silly.